Well, today is Juneteenth, and many people are holding celebrations and events to commemorate the holiday, and some just want to make sure that the history is not forgotten. June 19th, 1865 is the day Union General Gordon Granger arrived in Galveston, Texas, and announced the end of slavery.
Yeah, that's right. Our Kamari Hamer joins us live in the studio with more. And Kamari, you talked to the supervisor and a historian, and what did they have to say about the importance of the holiday?
Well, it marks the end of slavery in the United States after the Civil War. It celebrates diversity, equity, and inclusion, and most importantly, it recognizes the unfinished work of justice.
It's a day to commemorate and celebrate the freeing of the slaves in all of the southern states, and actually the commencement of the emancipation of slaves everywhere in the United States.
That's how local historian Rufus Ward describes the Juneteenth holiday.
It's a good holiday, but it really needs to be more of a celebration where we're recalling what happened and the importance of that.
For Lowndes County District 5 Supervisor Leroy Brooks, the federal holiday is not a day that should be taken lightly.
This Juneteenth evolves out of in Texas, out of the slaves being set free, and on June 19th. And for many years throughout the country, a lot of people didn't know about it. They didn't think about it. They didn't recognize the significance of it.
You see, Brooks understands the sacrifices that thousands of African Americans made throughout the 1800s, which is why he says this day means so much to him. He also remembers some of the things he had to go through when he was growing up.
I'm almost 72 years old, and I grew up in a time that I experienced firsthand. I know about segregation, discrimination. I know about some of the downside of being an African American in Mississippi. I went to a segregated school system. We would get books that had sometimes 5 and 6 names, which meant these books was passed on down. And I know the Supreme Court had said separate but equal, but the schools were not separate but equal.
The city of Columbus also holds events like the 8th of May festivals and other events to make sure the area's African American culture and history are not forgotten. Brooks says it's especially important for the younger generation.
This younger generation need to understand the dynamics and the catalyst for these holidays, that there were people that made great sacrifices. People died, people endured a lot of personal humiliation because they believed in equality and justice.
And this year makes 160 years since the end of the Civil War and the freeing of the slaves.